Hello, I'm Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Miss Rosie Swarbrick. Swarbs, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. You?
I'm all right. I'm having to crouch because that's not a good look, is it? So I'm crouching. It's fine.
This is my natural
Spoil the
height.
optical illusion. Wolves 2, West Ham 0. Nice and easy one too. It was pretty straightforward in the end.
It was one of those where there was that chance for Snodgrass just before he went off, wasn't it? Where it just highlights how fragile a 1-0 scoreline is because of how well Wolves played. But then West Ham get a chance like that, and Patricio, I thought, made an absolute fine, instinctive save to come out of his box, slide in and stop that. But then, obviously, you've got the end of the game where the refreshed legs, because we haven't seen many subs in recent weeks, and it was just such a great experience for everyone in Molineux, I think, when Patrick Cutrone ran over to the South Bank over there and just stood there in front of the fans, and the emotion, I felt a bit tearful. Like, it was just such an emotional moment when he scored.
It was a great moment. It was a great moment, and look, I think I tweeted just before saying it wouldn't be Wolves if they weren't hanging on at the end, but that's great to get that 2-0 lead. At the same time, the problem has been, I guess, in a lot of games is they haven't particularly started well. You know, the first half has been a little bit dreary, but they got that early goal. Okay, albeit in the 24th minute. Leander Dendonga from Moutinho. Moutinho been in stunning form, hasn't he?
Yeah. Some of his dead balls. I think in recent weeks, I think at Bournemouth we saw it with some of the corners, and against Sheffield United, he just wanted a bit more from corners because obviously free kicks and all that other set piece play that he does, you just wanted a little bit more from corners. But I thought tonight there was multiple chances, wasn't there? There was multiple chances from corners. You know, you've got the likes of Sace having chances. He had a couple of headers.
It was excellent, Sace coming back into the team.
Sace was excellent.
A lot of people thought Max Kilman would be a bit unlucky to miss out after playing pretty well against Sheffield United, but Sace I thought did really well.
Yeah, and he just came in and looked solid, and I also thought it was credit to Dendonka because he didn't have his best game against Sheffield United, and you thought perhaps there's a risk that he could come out the side, but Leander bounced back and showed that true spirit and grit and character that we've seen from many of these Wolves players, where he just came back into the side, and it wasn't just his attacking play for the goal. Obviously, being in central defence, they look solid as anything, and one of the most important things tonight was that first clean sheet in over 2 months.
Yeah,
it's the first clean sheet in the league, clarifying league. They've got one in the Europa League. But just clarifying that, because that is an important thing, especially with this defence that has been reshuffled without Willie Bowles.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Johnny had a really good game as well. I mean, a lot of them did, and that's why it was a pretty dominant performance, I think, against the West Ham side who have just come off a win against Chelsea, and yet they've looked second best, I think, throughout the game. Although, if you listen to Manuel Pellegrini at the end of the game, he might have a different version of things. Adama Traore, we keep on talking about him, and you know, it keeps on improving week after week after week. Not only is his pace and his finishing, but at the same time, the balls that he's putting in, he's almost stopping on it, isn't he? It's not loopy, but it's very hard to head away because there's no pace going on, which is difficult to defend for defenders. And again, I thought it was excellent today at times.
Yeah, excellent. Some of the play that every time he gets the ball, you're expecting something. And the one thing that he is bringing to his game this season is consistency on that right at the front three, where he's bringing it day after day after day. Sheffield United obviously put players on him tonight against West Ham. They just couldn't cope with him. They just could not handle him. But you know, it's one of those things where he just keeps getting better and better, and you just love to see it.
Absolutely. And the moment of the match, of course, was Patrick Cutrone coming on and sealing the win. It is a difficult season, but it's difficult when you're a big foreign player coming into this league, trying to get starts. And, you know, he's had to play second fiddle to Raul, of course. You'd have to do that coming off the bench. But you look at other youngsters who have come for more money, the likes of Joe Linton, the likes of Wesley, these type of players. Haller, who we saw tonight, come on for big money. They've been starting every game, and yet they haven't scored as many goals as Petroni, some of them. So you know, at the same time, he's only going to get better, isn't he? And that's a massive confidence boost there.
I think the thing is, obviously, with the form of Jimenez, the form of Traore and Jota being in the side as well in that front three, it's very hard to think, where does Cutrone start other in that central role than Jimenez? And at the moment, Jimenez is rightly undroppable.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So
brilliant.
Where do you put him? Where does he get those minutes from? But it's times like this, because we've seen him come off the bench time and time again. And tonight, 2 minutes in, he gets one chance, one goal.
Yeah.
And after the multiple chances we've seen wasted at times tonight, that clinical finishing is something you want. You know, he can build a reputation as a super sub and then get the starts.
Sure.
You know, that's what you have to do sometimes. But his patience has paid off, and it's a real credit to him as to how he's built this relationship with the fans as well.
And there's going to be plenty of opportunities. Raul still needs rest. He's still going to have time away. You know, you've got Brighton coming. You've got a lot of fixtures coming. You've got 2 games in 3 days at Christmas time. You've got the FA Cup. You've got an easy game against Manchester United. You know, you've got Besiktas at home coming here. So there is going to be chances. There is going to be game time for him and Neto and the like. And that's great because he's only going to get better.
That game against Besiktas next Thursday, you've got to say that is a game where you start Neto, you start Cutrone, and you say, go out there and give me a headache.
Of course,
give Nuno a headache. The same for the likes of Kilman, who was unfortunate to be dropped from the side tonight. You've got to go out there and you've got to say, play me. Bennett coming back tonight, which is a massive boost from the defensive point of view as well. You've got to use those opportunities like the Besiktas game, because there's not going to be many coming up. Although Wolves have a jam-packed schedule, there's hardly any games that you're going to look at. Even the FA Cup against Man United, you can't play that much of a weakened side, but you can make subtle changes, and it's up to the players to say, right, okay, I'm not a second choice option. I should be first choice.
Yeah, and they've got to make an impact because January is coming around the corner as well, and Nuno's already said that they're going to make investment as well. So people are playing for places. 5th in the table in the Premier League tonight, ahead of Manchester United, ahead of Arsenal, ahead of Spurs. It's not a bad season, is it? Why can't they go and finish 5th or 6th in this table this season?
I think they can. I mean, they've set another record tonight. You know, they've equalled a record from 1972. So it's 10 unbeaten in the top flight. The first time they matched that since 1972. They're breaking records. They're doing things that Wolves squads of the past haven't there, and I think it's testament, especially with the cup draw. Man United, I just asked Nuno about it, and he was just like, it's in January. This is a tie with Manchester United that Wolves fans are sat there like, okay, it's Man United. It doesn't mean what it used to mean.
Of course,
because Wolves are in the top 5 in the last 32 of the Europa League, and the world is their sort of oyster at the moment.
The oyster. You know? And Brighton to come on Sunday, which a lot of people, although you know they made that mistake they did last season. Pardon, mate? Yeah, we're just doing a video, but if you just go round the corner, down the stairs, up the stairs, and down the fire exit, you'll be able to find it.
No worries.
All right, no, you're fine. And I mean, wow, absolute wow. Anyway, yes. Brighton on Sunday, revenge game from last season, which was a frustrating game. They got beat there, but they have got, and I'm sure Nuno will go strong again. I'm sure they'll turn around, they'll go strong. They've got the first day off in 21 days tomorrow. You know, and that's another game where they should be looking to get 3 points. Yeah,
another game where they're looking to get 3 points. But tonight was one of those games where you expect them to get 3 points, and when it was at 1-0, and when you know the chances aren't sort of going in as the clock's ticking down, you sat there thinking, is this going to be one of those games? But they did it. They boxed it off. They've now got to make sure they build on it and build on it and build on it. I saw someone tweet something about the sort of mediocrity of the Premier League because of how many draws Wolves have had this season. You know, 8 draws in the Premier League so far this season, saying, you know, for them to be in that position, but they just don't get beat. They just know, and now they're building into that in the Premier League, a sort of way to win games as well. So it's kind of all coming together at the right time.
Only Liverpool lost fewer in the league. It's incredible. It's an amazing time to be a fan.
Isn't it?
Happy day. Should we go? Should we go and get home? It's pretty late.
Yeah, let's go and drive home. Safe journey back to everyone else.
Wolves 2, West Ham 0. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.